Okay, here we are in Germany, so where do we start? First of all, we found a neurospecialist and we started from there. The same examination process that happened in the previous hospital start all over again. That means blood researches, MRI, examinations, consultations, therapists. So the first and the main thing was done since we came here was the big research called exome sequence. I still don't know until today exactly what is it in medical terms, but I know that it was a big research and we've waited 6 to 8 months to get the results. It was made in another lab in Munich, which is 700 kilometers from here, but still it's so big research that they have to do it centralized. They don't do it everywhere. And in this exome sequence research, they examined 20,000 genes and around 1,800 genetic disorders. So it's practically almost everything they could have researched. So the hope with this research was to get an answer, to get a diagnosis, and to find out finally what was happening with her, what caused the brain damage, what is causing the seizures, so we can take steps from here on to solve it. At this point, we had a lot of hope in the medicine and in the health system in general, because here in Germany there are the best hospitals in Europe, modern equipped, big medical teams, and they really are professionals and they know what are they doing. We were really surprised when the results came from this exome sequence, and practically the result was that there are no results. We were so eager to find out what is going on, and we were sitting with the doctor and he said at this point we still don't have a diagnosis, or we still don't have a name for what is happening with Joanna. So it was really strange, because they've examined so many things, like 1,800 genetic disorders and so many genes explored, but that meant one thing only. First, that she's having something really rare, and the conclusion for that is because they didn't find out what it is from the first time. And second, other researches and examinations need to be made. This phase lasted from the minute we came in Germany until her second birthday. So it's 1 year, and if I have to name this phase, it will be, okay, now we are here, and where do we start? As I said, during this phase, we felt a lot of hope on 3 bases. First, like I said, the modern medicine here is mind-blowing, and our expectations were really high. Second, she was still so young. She was practically a baby, and everything can happen. I mean, when a child so small has brain damage or epilepsy or challenges of those type, things can turn around like that, because at the end of the day they know so little about the brain and its plasticity, and at any point things can turn well. I believe that some people that suffer from epilepsy or some kind of brain damage in young age turn to grown up in healthy, normal persons, seizure free, because maybe it was just a phase that is now over and they started to develop and grow normally. So the second thing that we've hoped so much is because she was still so young, still practically a baby, and We had so many untried options. And the third thing is that we actually started very actively go to many different therapies. My husband took a day job to support us, and me and Joanna were every day either at a doctor's, either at some therapy. I took her to logo, ergo, physiotherapy from Monday to Friday, and it's considered to be intensive therapy, but it was a good thing that we had opportunity to bring her somewhere, because everything that we were doing could very easily boost her development and change things in another direction. I remember that it was plenty to do with her every day from Monday to Friday, a lot of appointments and a lot of organization, and I pictured it as a job. You know, I had every day from 8 to 10 to do something with her, from 12 to 1, then take some another consultation, then look for a second and a third opinion. And I pictured it as a job, as I have a lot of responsibilities, and if I do them well and if I do them consistently, I will get reward from the boss at the end. It was really like having a job all day long. And I remember how we were hopeful, but at the same time in peace, because we felt we are in the right place. We were doing a lot at the moment, but still we had many untried options that we could do. And something very significant happened in this phase, and it was like a little miracle. No, not little miracle. I will dare to say it was a big miracle, because it was the phase when Joanna started to drink and eat on her own, and it was a very big deal. Why it was a big deal? Because right from the start I was nursing her, and at the first year she received all her nourishment and liquids from me. I tried to give her a bottle, and especially I wanted her to have tea and water and juice eventually from the bottle, but she had a hard time learning how to drink from a bottle. She just couldn't do it. I've tried and tried day after day, but she simply said she didn't know how to suck the bottle. I would put it in her mouth and she would try, not even a sip she could take. The first year that didn't worry me so much, because she was gaining weight properly, but as she turned 12 months and we came to Germany, I expected for her to accept the bottle, especially because it wasn't enough only me nursing her. As the time went by, I become really worried about her not drinking and eating. For the eating part, actually, she could eat a little bit, because she liked her fruit meals, so I could count on it that she would receive at least 2 fruit meals during the day, but drinking was an issue. So it happened 2 months before her birthday. It was August. It was a very hot day, and my husband, me, Joanna, my sister, and her husband were on a picnic at the near lake, and it was a very hot day. I'm talking like over 35 Celsius. All day long we were there, and when we came home, I remember I felt so dehydrated, and the other grown-ups as well. And I thought, okay, if I'm feeling this way, how much she feeling? I have to try again. And I'm taking a bottle with water. I take Joanna and I give her the bottle, and she starts to drink. 1 sip, 2 sips, 3 sips, and I'm like shouting my sister to come. And by the time they all gathered in the room, she finished the bottle. we said, okay, let's try to give her a milk to see how will she react, if she will drink that too. I don't know if she actually learned how to drink, or I just got lucky with that one bottle. And we gave her the milk, and she drinks it until the end. So it was very happy and joyful moment, because it gave us hope. I mean, now we are clear on the eating and on the drinking, and it's a big success for her, because until now she couldn't do those things. So maybe something happened in her brain, maybe she's improved in some way, maybe we can expect other improvements. So the end of this phase is when she turned 2. We had a lovely birthday party with friends, and things start to get a little bit better.